church basement. The ministry's now grown and feeds several hundred people a week at their building, as well as providing clothing, and they deliver food to people who are unable to leave their homes. Ellen Turner was 87. Rhonda Rockstra, SRN News.
A former U.S. Army Ranger organizing a 40-mile road march in northern Italy to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the deaths of a legendary World War II officer and 25 of his soldiers. New York native Rick Tishern plans to lead more than 60 veterans on his annual Colonel William O. Darby Ranger Challenge on Thursday, exactly 7 decades after Darby was killed near Lake Garda. More details at srnnews.com. I'm Gordon Griffin.
Have you ever considered adding a home security system but thought it would be too expensive? Here's the good news. There's never been a more affordable time to help protect your home, valuables, and your loved ones. You can now get a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, with the installation of a new ADT monitored system. Here's even better news. Your new system, worth $850, is free. You pay just a $99 installation charge and purchase monthly monitoring for less than $2 a day. Call Protect Your Home today at 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. Get the peace of mind that comes with owning an ADT monitored system, plus a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home. Call now, 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. 36-month monitoring contract required. General terms and conditions apply. Visit protectyourhome.com/terms.
You know, they say in life we should savor and slow down and enjoy things. That's what our hosts Steve Andrews and Sally James do on Slow Living Radio. They do everything slowly, and they do it for you Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m., Tuesdays at 11 p.m., and Monday nights at 7 p.m. It's Slow Living Radio, the best in food, the best in entertainment, the best in drinks, including great wine. All with Sally James and Steve Andrews. Slow Living Radio on CRN.
Friends of the animals large and small, sick or injured, don't matter at all. I'm Tina, friend of the critters. I'm Tina, friend to them all. Open up your heart, it's a real good start, and watch them learn to crawl.
This is CRN, the Critter Radio Network, and now it's time for Critter Radio with your host, Tina Marie.
We are live, coast to coast. There we go.
Hey, Tina.
How are you?
I can't hear myself either. Nothing. All right.
Hey, thank you, Art, in the next room, pushing all the buttons. We got Tomas, someone making it better.
Here we go.
Thank you for tuning in to Critter Radio, guys. We have a great show today. And in the studio with me right now, I have, of course, always by my side, Carole Raphaelle Davis. How are you?
Hi, Tina. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
We've got such an exciting show today.
Oh
a lot to cover.
I'm so excited. Also, we have Nini from Tales to the Wind Rescue. Welcome, Nini.
Thank you for having me.
Isn't she pretty, Carole?
She's so gorgeous.
A lot of eye candy in the building today.
Oh, boy.
Today.
We're talking hot.
Very hot.
Hotties in the house. Hotties who rescue.
What a week.
Man.
I know. I've got some killer stories. Little Ray is in the house. Little Ray is in the building.
Tell people who Little Ray is.
Little Ray, the miracle dove. Shall I tell them real
quick? Tell quickly.
You have to tell the story.
Tell them about little baby Ray, the little dove.
I hand raised a baby dove a few years back, and I released her, and she comes back every day at 5 o'clock and eats.
Because she loves you.
I know. 7 weeks ago, she left an egg by the bowl, and Lenny called me. I said, bring it to me. So I put it in the incubator. 14 days later, we had a baby dove.
She was so excited.
I had to do an emergency C-section on him because he couldn't come out of the egg on his own. I cried my eyes out, and then and he's here. And
here he is.
30 days old.
Show him to the camera.
Today. Shall I bust
Show him
him
to the
out?
camera.
Let me see.
He's gorgeous. The baby.
Where's my little man?
See, some people eat eggs and other people hatch them and rescue the animal that comes out. Look at the beautiful baby.
Okay, I know. He's a little...
Hi, baby. Oh, he's scared. He's so frightened. He's so scared. You're safe. You're
he's
safe,
so precious.
baby.
Cute.
He loves you.
He wants to go back on his...
Just think, when you're eating eggs, there's a little bird that could come out of there. Just think about it.
When I was cracking him out of the egg, I had to go through the shell and then the membrane, you know, the skin that you peel off the egg, and it was so tough. And
here he is, and
here
he loves
is.
you.
30 days later, and so healthy and so happy.
You know,
and not an omelet.
I really didn't think he was going to live. It was hour by hour.
But you know, you have a magic touch with animals.
She really does.
I do. For some reason, I got another cute story coming up. It's not a cute story. It took all my breath away. I'll stay tuned. We got a great show coming up. We got Carole, Raphaelle, Davis. We have Nini, Tales to the Wind.
And we're also going to talk about that tragedy where those bison got free from a farm. They ran through the night only to be shot down later. And we're going to talk about bison and the fact that they're not on the endangered species list and how awful it was to kill them when they were just running for freedom. You are listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio. Call us 818-353-1276.
Be right back.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kvhmaui.com. That's kvhmaui.com. Aloha. Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel. Now back to Critter Radio and your host, Tina Marie.
Welcome back, Critter Radio on CRN Digital Talk. Okay, let's get to Nini. Let's talk to Nini, Tales to the Wind Rescue. Whoop, whoop.
Hi, ladies.
We're excited you're here.
I'm excited to be here.
Hey, Nini. I love your name. Nini.
Nini. Talk to us.
Sing it.
Talk to us about your rescue, sweetie.
Well, I've actually been rescuing since I was 6, but we were established and had our sanctuary basically finalized about 2.5 years ago. We're still a pending 501c3, about to be done with the whole process.
Nice.
But it's been pretty crazy, I can tell you. We rescue everything from birds to horses. Anything that needs help, usually it's the sick ones. I'm always the one that ends up with the sick ones.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah. We know all about it. We know all
sick,
about
I'll take it. If it's healthy, we'll find it another rescue.
Tell us about the horses. You know, so many people get horses. They're really expensive. They're expensive to keep. And then they ride them a few times and then they end up abandoned. Some of them get sent to slaughter. Tell us about it.
Most of my horses, ponies and minis, have came from either the shelter they were about to be put down because we're up in Lancaster, or they were purchased from auction that were about to go to slaughter. I've actually gone and battled financially with some of these slaughterhouses that are about to take them because they're big, heavy, nice horses. And of course, I won't allow that, so I'll go pull whatever I can, bring them home. As long as I can afford it, I will take care of them.
Why don't people rescue horses? Why are they buying them?
Breeding them is the main thing. When you breed these horses, it brings a lot of money in, racetrack, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, they're really wanted. And then once they're done making money, they dump them at the shelter. My prize horse right now is a thoroughbred that actually won his owner over $3 million. Once the horse hit 5, he opened his doors in Mojave Desert and let him out. After 9 months of people trying to catch him, they finally caught him, took him to the shelter, and he was there for about 3 months. He was going to be put down. And I just randomly walked by because I had just bought my property, and he actually picked me. And he pulled me by the shirt, and I took him home, and he's been with me ever since.
And how's your relationship with him?
This horse scares the holy bejesus out of me because he's a strong thoroughbred.
Gnarly, huh?
He's very, very powerful. But I can come into his stall. I mean, he has the most amazing ground manners. I can come in and he'll lay down. We've built a connection because he's the horse I learned from. I never had a horse before that, never had any experience with horses until I got him.
Do you ride him?
Not anymore. I'm not an experienced enough rider for me to ride him. He's taken me for a ride a couple times, so I can't hurt myself, and I won't hurt him because he knows he's powerful and he will take off.
I get every time I see anyone I know going to the races, I try and tell them about the number of horses who die after their moment of glory in the races, and how so many really big star horses ended up being slaughtered for meat. You know, tell us about that a little bit.
That's exactly what Whiskey's story was. His name was Awesome. And he made a lot of money. I guess he was sold, what the story I heard after checking the tattoo on his lip, he was actually sold for $90,000 to this person who raced him. And once he was done off the track, I think something happened with one of his legs, and he literally just dumped him out on the street, went out and bought another one. They spend millions on these horses, and there's so many at the shelter that are just, they just desperately need homes. But, you know, what can you do? You can't stop them. We can do our best to try.
You have an event coming up.
Yes, I do.
Tell me about it.
Okay. Our event, there is another, well, let's explain it like this. Basically, Taranga Ranch is hosting a summer event at Sunland Park, and I'm going to be holding an adoption there from dogs, cats, birds, anything we have at the time. It's a 2 or 3 day event. It's June 27th, 28th. It's a 2-day event. From morning till night, they're going to have vendors. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have animals. We're going to have so many different things, and everybody should come join us. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of critters there.
And how do people get in touch with you?
They can go on to, there's actually a website, not a website. They can email info@tarangaranch.org, or you guys can go on Facebook and look up Summerfest at Taranga Ranch. They're the ones.
How do you spell Taranga Ranch so people can find it?
Taranga Ranch is actually spelled Teranga Ranch.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm going to be there.
I hope you are.
Yeah.
It'll be really, really fun.
Is that fall on Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday, yes.
Okay, I'll be here Sunday for just an
I'll
hour.
have a
but
booth.
We should go, Carol. We should just
go.
swing by there and see if we
Absolutely.
can adopt somebody or a bird or help.
Donations, everything.
Donations.
Are you on Twitter and all of that? How do we find you?
We're on Instagram and on Facebook.
What is it?
Tails to the Wind.
Tails to the Wind.
Very easy to find.
Yes.
We've got a picture of a horse with a little girl standing in front of it. It's actually Whiskey. He's our little mascot. He's a very sweet guy. But all of the information about Summerfest is actually posted on my page as well, and on the Instagram page. So you guys can go on, take a look, see.
What's your most memorable rescue? They're all memorable.
They're all memorable.
Is there one that just that has a great story?
There is one, and that's my actual personal horse, which is Trigger. God, I get emotional when I talk about him. He is my love bug. He came to me when somebody actually lost their farm, and they had nowhere to take him. They were going to open their doors and let him out, actually in Sunland here. And we took him home, and this horse was so beat up and so
she's emotional.
Broken. He was broken. And within 2 days, this horse actually connected and bonded with me so much that he lay down in his stall. I thought he was dead the next morning when I woke up. And I went in there, and he was just comfortable and happy to be home. And horses don't lay down, but he was laying down. And he let me brush him. We bathed him. I gave him all the love I possibly could, and let me tell you, he's a big dog now. He follows me around like my Great Danes.
I have a feeling that anybody would follow you around like a Great Dane.
I bet he'd get in the bed with you and snuggle if he could, right?
We had fires up there about 2 years ago, and I almost brought him inside the house. He probably would get in bed with me.
Who wouldn't?
You guys are so sweet.
Tina, you have the nicest friends.
I do.
She's an amazing human
being.
being.
I met her a while back, and she reminded me of me. You know, she goes above and beyond for all the animals. She does it all out of her own pocket. Mm-hmm. You know, we're broke because of it, but I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, I'm happy that you're going to do the 501c3 thing. You know, people can donate now and help you because you deserve the help, you know.
The animals deserve the help.
Yeah, and you too, because I've watched you go above and beyond for all creatures, great and small, you know, no matter what size.
We're their voice.
Yes, we are their voice.
We are their voice.
You know, my girl Carole over here, she stays up all night investigating all kinds of stuff, don't you? She writes stories. She really, really, really goes to bat for them. And
I always say, we hear their cries. We are their voice. Very soon coming up, we're going to be talking about the bison who were killed. And we're going to be talking to somebody from Friends of Animals, a national organization.
Yes.
You are listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio. Call us, 818-353-1276. 818-353-1276.
Tales to the wind, we love you.
Thank you, guys. We love you too.
Tales to the wind. Don't forget them.
Never.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. Is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you? It's springtime in the Southland, and the yucca filamatusa are in bloom, and so is the hunger and thirst for good times. Palate-pleasing, mouth-watering steaks, yes! Neptune's gifts of the freshest fish direct from the seven seas, oh yes! Columbo's delectable Italian family specialities that shame the competition, yes! Jazz every night, check! All at such reasonable prices, yes, yes, yes! And might I add one more yes? Thank you. Let us not forget their award-winning meatballs, oh yes! Columbo's. It's more than the stuff of urban legend. It is that good. Columbo's, because it really is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's. Yes. Manja.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. That number again is 800-515-6309.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
It's Critter Radio with Tina Marie.
Welcome back to Critter Radio on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Now, Carole, what have you been investigating? I know it's something.
It's something really ugly that happened just the other day. Near Albany, New York, a small herd of 15 bison escaped from a bison meat farm, and they made a run for it. They escaped at night. They made a run for it, and they ran through fields. They ran through forests. They were one bull and I think 13 cows and a baby calf. And they were protecting that calf, and they made a run for it. They didn't want to be steaks. And the very next day, of course, authorities gave hunters the okay to shoot them dead. And we just think that those animals shouldn't have been in a meat farm to begin with. We support the bison. We think that bison ought to be roaming free like they did in the Great Plains. And we're just everyone in the animal protection movement and beyond is really deeply saddened by the fact that trigger-happy hunters shot these bison dead. And it wasn't a quick death either. They swam across the Hudson River to Bethlehem, and they were approaching a more densely populated area when the hunters were given the okay to shoot them dead. And it wasn't one shot, one kill like it's supposed to be. They were shooting them in the back. They weren't quite dead. They were flailing and bleeding out. And they all ended up dead down by the creek there. And many of us are crying over this senseless tragedy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have on the line Edita Birnkrant from Friends of Animals. She's director of campaigns. She's called in, and we'd like to talk to Edita. Is she there?
I'm here. Hi, Carole.
Hi, Edita. Thanks so much for calling. I want you to meet Tina Marie, the host of our show.
Hi. Thank you for calling in.
Tina.
Hi.
Thank you.
Now, Edita, you're with Friends of Animals, a national organization, National Animal Protection Organization, and we talked on the phone just yesterday where you were telling me that you were trying to get bison back on the endangered species list. Could you tell us a little bit about it? And first, how you feel about this tragedy?
Yeah, I mean, it was heartbreaking. Yeah. And I think people's reaction was disbelief, horror, disgust that this is what happened. But the reality we know is that, unfortunately, those 15 bison were destined for slaughter. But the fact that they escaped and had a chance at, living free as they should be, and apparently those hunters were family or friends of the farmer that obviously jumped at the chance to go do this. And then it kind of brought the killing from hidden inside the slaughterhouse into outside. And I didn't see any actual pictures of the dead and fallen bison, but we can imagine the scene and just hearing how, it wasn't a quick death for them. Just horrifying. And
I put the pictures up on my blog. If you want to look it up, I have one. I have an article out there called "The Bethlehem Bison," as they're being called. The Bethlehem Bison never stood a chance, and there are pictures of them. No, there are pictures of them bleeding out of the bottom of a creek there.
And they were protecting the baby.
They were protecting the baby.
There's a little guy.
It's horrifying.
Yeah,
and there have been instances. Usually, it's cows where one or two escape, and quite often they will then get to go to a sanctuary. They are, and there could have been the option of these 15 being taken in. There are numerous farm animal sanctuaries in that area of upstate. That could have been an option, but obviously the farm owner didn't even consider that. But there have been some, slaughterhouse farm escapees that have been able to live their lives out when they escape, and I wish that could have been the fate.
They should have got a pass. for that.
They should have.
I mean,
the whole country,
the
whole country was rooting for them. Edita, we don't have much time left. We have a minute and 30 seconds. But I want to ask you about what your efforts at Friends of Animals to try and get these animals back on the endangered species list. And what's the history on this?
It's really a crisis situation. The bison that are in and around Yellowstone Park are the last in America. There's only 3,000 to 4,000 that have to continuously occupy their native habitat since the days when tens of millions roamed freely across the continent. And they are being systematically wiped out. Why? Because of livestock, because the Department of Livestock comes in when they cross, the park boundaries, they immediately kill them. And we are trying to get them listed to get Endangered Species Act status to preserve them. These are national treasures. There's so few left. They're going to become extinct because of farmers, because of livestock.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but we're going to have to go to a break. Would you mind hanging on and giving us another minute of this so that I can tell people how to help you get these animals on the endangered species list? You're listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio. Call us 353-1276. 818-353-1276. CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. Really? Yeah. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante in Fullerton, California for our sizzling party savings. Book your wedding event or reception, your birthday bash, or a special event of any kind and celebrate at Angelo's and Vinci's. Come to Angelo's and Vinci's and celebrate in one of our many festive banquet rooms. It's an incredible fun event you'll never forget. Food, music, and lots of fun. Call for the details, and don't forget our daily lunch and dinners, plus our Sunday champagne brunch. Just $14.95. Minestrone soup, sausage and peppers, pastas, chicken dishes, salads, scones, and muffins. Plus so much more, a chocolate fondue fountain, Zeppelis, cannolis, fresh fruit, champagne, and Junior will be waiting to make the omelet of your choice from our omelet bar. Angelo's and Vinci's has been voted on the Orange County Hot List as one of the top 5 Italian restaurants for the past 6 years. And don't forget our award-winning pizzas. Thin or thick, they're yummy. It's all at Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022, 714-879-4022. Homeowners, now is the season to be thinking about your roof, because all it takes is one storm to turn a small roof problem into a major leak. If it's time for a new roof, call Sears at 888-465-9720. You can save $500 if you call right now. Sears licensed, fully insured contractors can get your roofing job done right. Just call 888-465-9720. Sears has a variety of shingles and styles that are built for long-lasting performance, and you'll save $500 if you call now. So call Sears for a free in-home consultation at 888-465-9720. Hurry, offer ends soon. Not available in all areas. Installation provided by Sears authorized licensed contractors. License information available upon request. That's Sears Roofing. Call right now and save $500. Call 888-465-9720. 888-465-9720. Call Sears now and get that roof repaired. Call 888-465-9720.
Are you nearing eligibility for Medicare benefits? Then you know now is an important time in your life. Medicare benefits can be a complicated puzzle. You don't want to overpay for your Medicare coverage or get the wrong plan. Let Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. With one free phone call, a licensed insurance agent will help you select a Medicare plan that's right for you and your budget. If you're becoming eligible for Medicare, call today and learn how to get the most out of your benefits.
800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
Health Markets Insurance Agency is the DBA or assumed name of InSphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is an authorized insurance agency in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service and product availability varies by state.
Call 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
Back now to Critter Radio and your host, Tina Marie.
Welcome back, Critter Radio on CRN Digital Talk. We have Edita on the phone from Friends of Animals. We are talking about the bisons. Edita, are you there, sweetie?
Yes, I am here.
Hi, how can we help? Can you tell us how we can help?
Well, really the best way people can help to enable Friends of Animals to continue this work, both our legal efforts with our 2 lawyers we have, which are the best wildlife law attorneys in the country, and, our on-the-ground actions. If we can have people become members of Friends of Animals, friendsofanimals.org, you can do that there. You can specifically say you want to support our legal efforts to gain Endangered Species Act status for bison. We also have an effort for the wild horses. That's been an ongoing thing. We're trying to save America's last wild horses also and get Endangered Species Act status. We actually have a big kind of rally and protest happening in Billings, Montana, June 4th. If we have anyone listening who's in or near the area that can join us in Billings, Montana, we're protesting at the BLM office there because they're going to do a horrible roundup of horses there. We're trying to stop that and save these horses. So you can contact me in the New York office at 212-247-8120 and, hopefully get involved and help us to win this because these animals are going to become extinct.
Thank you so much, Edita. We're going to have to go because we've got a special segment coming up, and we thank you. And please contact Friends of Animals at friendsofanimals.org. Thank you, Edita.
Thank you so much, sweetie.
Right now, we've got a very special segment for you. I'm going to introduce you to Aaron and Mickey White, and we've put together a song that everybody knows to commemorate the run for freedom of the Bethlehem bison. And here we go.
So sweet.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
This is the story of the Bethlehem 15. 15 bison escaped from a farm near Albany, New York. One bull, 14 cows, among them a calf. For a brief moment of glory, they knew what it meant to be free. They swam across the Hudson River to Bethlehem, where they were hunted down and shot dead.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies have turned bloody today.
They shot them dead. Thank you, Aaron and Mickey White.
Thank you. That's so sad.
It is very sad. Tina, you're crying. But you're not the only one crying. You know, a lot of people are crying over this senseless tragedy of killing these animals who could have gone to sanctuary. This is what I don't understand.
They wanted to run. They know their brothers and sisters were getting killed, and they ran like hell.
They ran. And there's one thing that I hope. I hope that on their brief time out in freedom, that they were able to feast on some tender young green, to graze on some grass on their trip, on their thundering forward towards freedom and death. Yeah. It's really very, very sad. I know it sounds controversial. There are a lot of hunters out there, and they think it's okay to kill these animals. But in the animal protection movement, we think that these animals deserve to be free.
Yeah. I'm speechless. Dead air.
Mickey, Aaron, do you have what do you have to say about it? You came over last night and we went over this song, and I could hear that your hearts are in the song.
Tell you the truth, we were shocked when we read the story, and happy to be a part of this to bring this to light.
Thank you.
Right, and that's a beautiful article that Carole wrote, and that really kind of inspired us to come up with being here today.
Yeah, we changed the lyrics a little bit at the end of the song. Instead of, encouraging word in the skies are not cloudy all day, we changed the line to, and the skies have turned bloody today. There have been a lot of stories that made the national news. It's all over the internet that these 15 bison were killed. But I'm the only one who I know who wanted to write about it from their point of view. Nobody ever seems to write about it from the animal's perspective, Tina.
You always do, Carole. I watch you all week, on social media, and you're always writing these stories, going to bat for the animals. What I don't get is, someone can carjack someone here in LA armed and run like crazy through the streets, and the cops won't shoot them, or they just follow them, follow behind them, and God forbid we disturb them. Why couldn't they have done this with the bison?
I don't know, but when we come back, why don't we explore that? And in the meantime, you want to take us out?
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Come back. I'm still all choked up. I'm choked up. Take us out, Carole, please.
You are listening. You are listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio. Please call us 818-353-1276, 818-353-1276. Tina's just bawling here. She's just crying. She's got her hanky out. Just really sad. She's so sensitive. That's why she rescues. Saves. She saves.
Experience a luxury boutique hotel escape in the heart of Laguna Beach, California. With the finest art gallery, shopping, dining, and nightlife just steps from your door. The heart of Laguna Beach, the edge of the sea. It's the Inn at Laguna Beach. Enjoy our comfortable rooms, blending the style of a timeless beach bungalow with the modern comforts of today. 70 newly appointed guest rooms and suites await you at the Inn at Laguna Beach. Then, relax at the rooftop bar, where you'll indulge in breathtaking views of the ocean. For dining, you'll find libations and local cuisine on the California coastline, including dining at the legendary Las Brisas, a Southern California landmark. The Inn at Laguna Beach, footsteps from room to village to sea, located in the heart of Laguna Beach. The Inn is within walking distance of all that Laguna Beach has to offer. No car required. The Inn at Laguna Beach, 211 North Coast Highway in Laguna Beach, California. Call 800-544-4479 or visit innatlagunabeach.com.
Many people who don't ask for money for their company or for a donation to a charity wait for some magical sign that says, now's the time. But expert Laura Fredericks believes to create that moment, you set it up.
because hitting people out of the blue about something they're absolutely clueless about, they're going to need some education about it. Say if you want someone to invest in a new business you have, are they involved in it? Do they know you well enough? Do they know, trust, and love you? Because most people will give to people because of that trust and that bond.
Then check out if now is a good time with this question.
If and when you wanted to make a major investment with us, you kind of, what would that look like? If the person says, I have no idea because I don't even know what investments you have, you have to go back. They need a little more education. They need a little more trust in you. And then lastly, if you're asking for money, obviously you have to ask for the right amount. You can't ask someone for $1 million if most of them ever invested is $1,000.
Laura Frederick's book is The Ask. That's Primetime Focus, brought to you by AARP. I'm Aileen Ellis.
Let's get back to Tina Marie on Critter Radio.
Welcome back to Critter Radio. I've been very emotional. I've got myself together a bit, so I'm doing better.
I love that about you.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Tina.
That's what you love about
She's
me.
for real.
I'm for real.
Big heart.
I am. Can we take a call, Art, please? Who do we got on the line? Critter Radio, Tina Marie, Carole, Raphaelle, Davis.
Hey, Noel.
Noel,
hi.
I'm bawling too.
You are. Okay.
You know, the thing is it doesn't matter if you eat animals or you don't. You can't deny all these creatures' desire for freedom. Whether it's a circus animal that's escaped or a food animal, they just run and run. They want to be free. They want to live.
Yeah.
And
I can tell you're very broken up by this story about the bison.
It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one crying. I think a lot of people around the country are crying.
It's just, I don't care what is on your plate. This goes beyond that of just compassion for, we're all put here and we just, the most basic fight is freedom.
It is.
The most basic fight is freedom, and I invite all listeners to actually look at not what's on their plate, but who is on your plate.
They're even using the bison meat and dog food now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. And bison.
Premium dog food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You always think it's like there's always a source for all of this. Any food for, companion animals or people. And you can see they just ran all night long. They just wanted to
They wanted to live.
Free.
They should have got a pass they should all get passes, but it's,
there are sanctuaries. Who would have taken them?
Me.
Yeah.
I would have taken them.
Hey, Tina, I think you probably would have, allowed the bison in your bed. I know you.
All of them. Everybody would have been welcome.
Thank you for telling us about Tail in the Wind, too. I look forward to going to Summerfest.
Thank you, Noel.
We'll see you there. Thank you, Noel.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for
Critter
calling.
Radio.
We have another call.
We do.
Lee? Hi, Lee.
Lee, Critter Radio, Tina Marie.
Hey, T, it's me, Lee. As you know, I'm indigenous, and I'm in New York, and what I need everyone to know about how we feel about the bison.
Tell us how
the
indigenous
bison,
Americans feel about the bison.
The bison is considered, we consider it, and this is the symbol of sacred life and abundance. If that doesn't beat off, sacred life and abundance.
Testify.
Is what the bison, that's what the bison means to us. And they said that they couldn't corral them. They were corralled. They were corralled into and this was a family of bisons. They were corralled, and the hunters were having a frenzy. They were going trigger happy. I don't know if you ladies saw the video.
Yes.
There's video?
Should we just take a whole bunch of California jaywalkers and just round them up and shoot them like this or anywhere? It'd be a family.
Tell us what you saw so that the listeners can hear who may not have seen what happened and how they were rounded up and they were shot at.
Authorities, the Mohawk Nation we are as a people. We are living. It's bad enough what happened to our ancestry and our history. and how it was once almost extinct. The bison was almost extinct because they were selling the pelts, they were selling the horns, they were selling everything, and then it made a comeback. So you're telling me you're taking something that was almost lost and extinct forever, and you're doing it again? You corralled them. You claimed that you couldn't corral them, and you did. And these are the authorities, and you guys got. I'm sorry, it's just so hard, guys. You got the authorities to take them, and you corralled them, and you pinned them, and it was horrific. They're shooting. It was a frenzy. You would have thought you
Tell us more about. Have you talked to anyone from Mohawk Nation about this?
Yo, they're beside themselves because they don't understand. We're all understand because you're saying you couldn't corral them. They were corral. It was just crossing the street.
Are you guys gonna protest this? Are you guys gonna do something? What are you gonna do?
If you don't. It's going to continue to happen because the bison are growing. But, they think it's a free-for-all. What they did is a free-for-all. How do you again, we're talking about authorities. We're talking about, how can you not corral? My dogs are upset. I'm sorry.
We're going to have to take a break in just a few moments. Can you just hang on there for a minute while we take a break? So that we can talk about Mohawk Nation and the indignation about the murder of these bison. That's right, I use the word murder, and I know it's controversial to a lot of people, but I just think that they ought to have been corralled and that they ought to have been put into a sanctuary. Don't you think, Tina?
Yes.
It's so unfair. It's so unfair. You are listening to... Oh, we have 60 more seconds? Okay.
Sure.
Hey, Lee, go on. It's your mic. It's your mic.
The media is trying, I think that's like they're citing, they crossed. It wasn't a huge, and they were not destroying. They were not doing anything. It's feeding, it's the weather is changing. So, okay, they got a little lost. They lost their way. Who hasn't in life lost their way once or twice in their life?
That's such a very good point.
Or 1,000 times.
You could have corralled them. They were
Lee, hang in there. We got to take a break. You are listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio. Give us a call, 818-353-1276, 818-353-1276. And look at the little baby Ray, the little baby bird. He disapproves of what happened.
My big man.
He disapproves.
CRN travelers, relax at the beautiful Fountain Grove Inn and Conference Center in Santa Rosa, California. Come to quality and come to luxury. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms. They're generously sized and they're decorated in the Tuscan tradition. They have great, incredible pillow-top mattresses, luxurious linens, and down-filled comforters. The Fountain Grove Inn also offers complimentary Wi-Fi and internet access. There's warm cookies and coffee every evening in the hotel lobby, and you can visit the newly remodeled Equus Restaurant and Equus Lounge with its new wine bar. It's the ideal place to relax and enjoy a glass of wine and watch our What's Cooking on Wine show on CRN with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingroveinns.com.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
The Doug Stephan Good Day program, early morning radio, and I guess it is radio, although it's radio on TV because this is CRN Digital Talk. You can find out what's going on in the world. We talk about the issues of the day, the events of the day, the people that people are talking about. We have an interesting way of looking at the news and having a little fun with the issues. So if you want to have some fun, learn a few things, and get up on the right side of the world, Doug Stephan's Good Day program, weekday mornings, 2 to 7 a.m. on CRN Digital Talk.
Back now to Critter Radio and your host, Tina Marie.
Welcome back to Critter Radio. Oh boy, it's been an emotional up and down and beautiful and
heartbreaking.
Yeah. We have Lee on the phone still.
Hey, Lee.
Hey,
Lee, we're just for our listeners, we're talking to Lee from Mohawk Nation. Is that right?
No, we're New York, upstate New York, where all this took place. I'm right by Coleman's Creek. That's where they were killed. That's where they were all.
She's right there.
You're right. You were right there.
Yeah, not right there. My relatives, a couple of friends of mine, I saw it. One of the hunters was so aggressive and so. When you get that killer, he was arrested by the authorities because he went to that excessive. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, I heard that they were not that they were shooting at the back of them, that they were flailing.
Everywhere. They were. Just imagine they were. You got to understand, Carole. They were corralled. Remember how the news themselves. They said it. When you get caught in a lie and you just don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
They claimed that they could not have been corralled. That's a lie. Because they were corralled. They were put into a position by the creek. But, by the creek. They made sure because they didn't want to hurt anyone else.
You know what the most heartbreaking thing of all of the photographs that I used in my article was a photograph where you can clearly see that while they're on the run, they're trying to guard that baby. And they kept that baby on the inside, even as they're going along the highway. They were going along the thruway, and there's a sign of them going towards Boston. I mean, this is the stuff of legend.
Why couldn't they?
The Bethlehem Bison.
Just a little tranquilizer. Why not tranquilize them?
They did talk about using tranquilizer darts, but that was quickly thrown aside.
Why?
Because they're trigger happy and because the owner just wanted them dead before he was liable.
Yeah.
So he was
for safety of everyone else. But what we don't understand is why if you're tranquilizing, to trank them and then you could have moved them.
Yeah.
Believe me,
he didn't want to pay. It's about money.
Else, what about the carjackers driving through the streets like crazy?
The thing about it, if they would have been tranked, then there would have been a call out there for animal activists to help.
There would have been time.
They would have been, you kidding me?
There would have been time.
Oh, please, yes. But no, this was all done again, but it was all a lie about not being able to corral them. It was a lie. They were corralled.
Well, one of the reasons that it's a lie is because in that part of New York, I think the NRA has got a real foothold and people are hunters and this is a state of mind. And here, we're talking to you from Southern California where we're a little bit more animal protection oriented over here.
To be in all fairness, there's a lot of rescues out here as well. But like you said,
bison rescues?
But again, with the indigenous people, maybe I don't know if you know how old you are, but quite a few years ago there was a standoff with the indigenous and the authorities because of this, not because of the bison, because of game. How they were just going in there and killing everything
for fun and sport.
And then they threw it in our face. You killed. No, That is the biggest lie and misconception. We do not kill for the joy of it. We give back.
It's awful.
Thank you, Lee, so much for giving the perspective of Native Americans. It's so important for people to know that. Thank you so much for that call and for your indignation, and we hope that you do something about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, you guys. This has been a great show and educational. And Carole, Raphaelle, Davis, thank you for all you do.
Oh, thank you, Tina, for everything you're doing.
Please join us every Sunday at noon Pacific time here on CRN Digital Talk. It's Critter Radio.
Yeah, and you can call us. Come in, every Sunday and call us at 818-353-1276, 818-353-1276, CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Thanks, Carole.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. Of course, you can always listen live through your local cable TV provider, as well as on our website at crntalk.com. But if cutting-edge technology is more your style, you'll be happy to know that CRN is now available on Wi-Fi radio. Simply log on to Reciva.com. That's RECIVA.com and look for CRN. You can access all of our great shows and listen live anywhere in the world. Be part of your favorite shows and get the full CRN listening experience you would have with any traditional radio, podcast, or a live stream from our website. For more information on where or how to listen, and for a full list of our programming, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channels. The radio channels.
With SRN News, I'm Gordon Griffin. Governments and aid agencies are rushing doctors, volunteers, and equipment to Nepal a day after the Himalayan country was rocked by an earthquake. Alina Shrisa of the aid group World Vision says her family's been sleeping in a tent outside their house, but her young son was awoken by a powerful aftershock today.
It's raining today, so I thought of bringing him inside, and with much difficulty we had him on his bed. So he's finally sleeping after crying, saying that he doesn't want to get inside the house.
The quake has killed more than 2,500 people, nearly all of them in Nepal. The Coast Guard continues to search the waters off Alabama a day after a powerful storm capsized several sailboats participating in the Dauphin Island Regatta in Mobile Bay. 2 people are dead, 5 people believed to be missing. The Alabama Department of Public Safety says one body was